She's been having a little bit of internet issue this morning. You guys are seeing it too. There she is.
I know. I'm like, I think I froze. We have a ton of snow, so I think that's interfering with my Wi-Fi, of course.
Of course.
Sure. But we are recording. Yay. Welcome, everybody. I'm so happy that you're here. Today, we have the one and only Stacey McVeigh. I love her to pieces, and she is so knowledgeable with the bomb bomb. So I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let her take over because we only have 30 minutes.
All right. I asked Carrie, I'm like, what do we absolutely positively need to cover today to make this the best 30 minutes ever? Because it's 30 minutes. And usually, like, I talk for an hour and I can talk for hours about using video in your business. So we're going to get cracking and get right to it. Carrie's going to drop a link for you to learn more. And if you choose to take action on today, she's going to have that for you. So by all means, if you have questions or whatever, go ahead and you can let me know. If you're watching this after the fact and you have questions, you can also drop a comment, let us know, and I'll be glad to answer it for you. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Well, theoretically, until I actually do it, I never know if it's going to work. So hold on. Okie dokie. Can everyone see? Here we
Yes.
go. All right. So one of the things that I wanted to do was open up my BombBomb account so I could show you real life examples of what I'm doing in my business, as well as being a real estate coach and a consultant. I also am in production. So last night I got a phone call from another agent. She had a listing referral for me. And of course I said, I'd be happy to take care of that. I spoke with the lead last night. Lovely, lovely lady. She's very detail oriented, right? And so I told her that this morning I would be sending over some information for her. So I want you to get a look at what I sent. And this is like literally happened this morning. So you can see what I do. I'm going to preview this so you can see what it looks like. So this is an email that I sent out following up the call.
Love it.
And my whole philosophy is that by the time I get there to actually walk through the house and list it, we're BFFs. Like she knows everything about me. She knows if I'm qualified. We've already talked about those kinds of things, and she's had a chance to explore and learn about me without me having to sell myself face to face. Because when I get to her house, really all I want to talk about are her goals and where we're moving forward in the timeline for her listing. If you're having 2 and 3 hour listing appointments, this is why. You're combining that strategy appointment with the really, you're going to love me appointment. And so I like to get that out of the way up front. So here we are. I have a personalized video for her. It just says, hi, it's great talking to you. I bring up a couple of points from the conversation. It's really short. You can see it's only 1 minute long. And actually, I can drop this in chat so you could get a look at what this actually looks like. Bear with me just a second. Every email in BombBomb also has a URL, so you can share it. What BombBomb emails actually are, not to get too technical, but they're landing pages. They're really landing pages. So you can get a URL and share this in Messenger if you wanted. You can send it via email. If you guys are getting leads like on Facebook Marketplace or something like that, street text, any of those places, and you want to link to something like this, you can. So I told her a little bit about, hey, it seems like everyone today has left their day job and gotten a real estate license. And it talks a little bit about choosing the right agent. Okay. I tell her a little bit more about myself. And I give her the opportunity to download my seller guide. Okay. And with BombBomb, I created this really cool little screen recording of me flipping through my seller guide. How cool is that? So that she can kind of get a feel for what she's downloading, right? Like, is it worth it? Well, yeah, it's worth it. Look at how good this thing is. It's got all the good stuff in there. And again, I can use this as a teaser to talk with other leads as well. But in a pre-list, it's really great because they can kind of see what type of marketing I do to sell myself, which gives them an idea of what I do to market their home. I have screenshots in here of recommendations that I've gotten. And then we have links to things like my Facebook business page if she wants to take a look at that. A little bit about our boosted ads that we do on Facebook, what kind of engagement we get, and also a link to my Matterport tour. So I like to make sure I'm using all of those things that I pay for in my marketing, my video, my, ads and all of that in my pre-list so that I can let her know the kind of work I do. Okay. So how many of you send something like this out when you're going to talk to a listing? Okay. So if I send this out first, theoretically, I'm first to the table, right? Like, I don't know, maybe she's calling other agents. I don't think she is after talking to me, but maybe she is. And I want to set the tone for the conversation before I even get there, because now I'm setting the bar that someone else is going to have to rise above. Does that make sense? So this is my way of getting to the table first, establishing rapport, third-party validation with the reviews, examples of the marketing. There's proof in the pudding. Don't just tell them you do it. Show them that you do it, and it makes all the difference. Okay, so that's just one way that I use BombBomb, and I also use it in a million other ways. So if you are thinking about doing an event or something like that, let me go back here. And you're gonna have to forgive me, guys, because I'm gonna have to bounce around a little bit in my BombBomb account to get access to all of these so I can show you the back end of what it can do. Let's see here. This right here is something really down and dirty. Okay, so this is my friend Mary Beth. I've been telling her she needs a new photo, but she does. Anyway, what we did was we created this social media post. Okay, so this is a static social media post, Instagram post. It's a template that we use all the time. This is not a particularly lipstick worthy property. This is a 9-unit building. It's not hot, right? But it cash flows. And so we wanted to do some reverse prospecting for this and some just listed stuff. So what we did was we just took the static post that we used on Facebook and Instagram and repurposed it so that when an agent gets this, they can see it. And then we linked to all of the details about the property here so they can, right from the email, they can see everything there is to know about it. I don't know about you guys, but one of the things that drives me absolutely bananas when I get a reverse prospecting email, just listed email, brokers open invite is now I have to like write down what it was, what the address was. Now I need to get myself over to the MLS to check out all the details to see if it works for my client. This is something where they can click right here. All the details are right here. And then we cover the big, bad, ugly conversation of concessions and compensation and whether or not my seller is willing to pay compensation. So this is a great way to extend some information to them, get them excited about showing the property, knowing their compensation is going to be considered, and giving them everything they need to go ahead and learn more about the property. Now, if you have a property, this one, this is curb offers only, guys. So we don't have anything on the inside, but let me show you this reverse prospecting email. This is from my friend Doxy Jelks. And Doxy's amazing. And I was actually using this template for training, so ignore that. But what Doxy did was she had this listing and it was really slow. Nothing was really moving on the market. So what she did was she went Facebook Live when she was at an open house. She downloaded that recording from her Facebook Live and we dropped it into a BombBomb template. Now, what's great about this BombBomb template in particular is that she is featuring something pretty unique about this property that would be easily overlooked, and it can only really be communicated through video, and that's that this property has the best man cave ever. It's got a sauna. It's got all the bells and whistles. And so I'm pretty sure this man doesn't come out of his basement. Like, I don't know how they're going to move him out of the property. This thing is badass. So what she did was she did the first floor here, This is the first floor video. Then there's her talking about the special features of the man cave here. So it makes it really quick and easy for an agent to take a peek at that and see if that's something their people might be interested in. Okay. We have this right here is a link to go to her website to check out the photos and the full listing information. And then we just have a quick description here. And this is what we send out to other agents. In this particular case, that their buyers had a search saved on the MLS, and therefore she wanted to contact all of those people and kind of dangle it in front of them in a very real way that could get results. So that's another use. I don't know about you guys, but depending on price point, some of our listings are taking a little longer to sell here. It's also the time of year you have to wade through the snow to get anywhere. So it's important to use these other ways of lead generation and letting people know actually what's out there. This is also, if you built an email like this, remember I told you each of these come with a URL. If you're posting your listing on something like Facebook Marketplace, LinkedIn, something like that, and someone asks you a question about it, what a fantastic link to drop so they could come here and learn everything there is to know about the property. So really good listing marketing, great for price reductions, things like that. Any questions so far? Carrie, are you watching chat?
Yeah, no one, nothing's in the chat, except for me. But
Are you in the chat? What are you asking? Okay. This is another example of a reverse prospecting and brokers open announcement that a couple of agents that we know did in Boulder, Colorado. This was right before Christmas. It was a progressive brokers open. And you can see right here that if we click on any of these, we'll be taken to the listing. So this is awesome because it tells the agent all about it. Remember, this is agent to agent marketing. This also works for marketing the brokers open or an open house to your sphere of influence or something like that as well. So really cool things that you can do. You're at the house, you're creating all this expensive marketing anyway. This is another way to showcase it and be able to track who's opening it, who's clicking on the video, who's clicking on these links. That way that helps you to be alerted to go ahead and follow up with those agents or those people and find out if they want to know more or set up a showing. So that's a really great way to use it. Another great way to use it, and I'm going to go through here and try and find it. You can see that I send out a heck of a lot of emails. I'm looking here. Hold on just a second. Okay. So this is another one. This is for those of you who have events. And my friend Cindy hosted an event before holiday time, and she wanted some help promoting it because she knows the magic is in inviting people and sending something really amazing to them so they feel invited even if they can't attend. She had tickets she was giving away to their Blossoms of Light Festival. So it's just a local event at their botanical garden. She had tickets. She was going to give them away, be there with hot cocoa and things like that. So we created this email template. It tells them a little bit about the entire event. I'll zoom in there so they can see all the details. And then you see the snow falling. And I know this sounds corny, but people really like these emails that stand out. Okay. And here we had an RSVP button. And one of the things that you can still get through BombBomb if you have a grandfathered account, which basically means you've been with them so long that they allow you to have it. You can, she must have taken her form down. You can actually use a form through BombBomb to collect information. So whether people want to sign up an RSVP for an event with you, maybe it's an open house and they want to sign in. Maybe it's something like you send out a market update and you have something for them to click so that they can fill out a form for a CMA. Anything like that that you would be typically using like a Google form or maybe a Cognito form, BombBomb has that right inside, and it allows you to collect responses and also send confirmations. So let's talk about this. I'm going to stop sharing my screen because it's hard to show you, but I like to keep two things: a QR code at my open house, and then I also have the link to my BombBomb form on my phone. And when I'm at an open house, I tell people, hey, the sellers asked that everyone sign in today. You know, I got to let them know I was working. I make a little joke about it. I'm going to text you a link. Please fill out this quick little form. And then when you do, you're going to receive all the information about this property, including everything that was not on Zillow. Because if you ask them if they want the information about the property, they will tell you they already saw it on Zillow. I got that response so many times. I'm like, I'm creating a script for that. And so when they complete the form in BombBomb that I text them, or they can scan a QR code and get it on their phone, BombBomb immediately sends them an email on my behalf. I don't have to do anything. I can stand there and continue to register people and talk about the property. And what they're doing is they're sending those people a follow-up email. So in that email, it looks a lot like that reverse prospecting email, right? I can have a video about the property, copies of the disclosures put in there. I can have my Matterport tour in there. I can have a call to action for them to search other homes in the area that may be open. I also dangle that in front of open house guests. I'm like, and I'm also going to send you all the other listings in the area. So as you guys are driving around today, if another one is open, you'll be made aware of that. And they're like, awesome, because they don't have that. And all I'm doing, guys, is I'm sending them a link to my website where it has all the listings in the area. And my website, just like your website, has a little tag on it that says if something's open. Okay, so that's all I'm doing. I'm not doing anything magical. I'm not doing anything really labor intensive. Once I set up this form and this follow-up email to customize it for a new property, it takes me less than 10 minutes. It's also great if you're letting someone else hold your open house. How many of you ever let another agent hold your open house? Right. So what I like to do is I give them the form and I take care of the follow-up because I want to make sure those leads are followed up on. So what I do is I create the form, I tell them how to use it, I have their name and my name on it, and both of us are notified when somebody registers at the open house. That way I know what was going on at my open and I can follow up as well as that agent. So that can be really, really helpful. For those of you who are maybe letting a newer agent hold your open house, this is a great way to make sure nothing falls between the cracks. So that can be really, really helpful as well. Okay. Oh, that was Joanna. I'm like, who asked the question? Sorry. Thanks, Joanna. I appreciate that. All right. So let me go in and show you a couple more things that we can do with BombBomb. The other thing that I like, guys, is I can have this live inside my email. BombBomb has an integration with Gmail. It's amazing. And right from within inside my Gmail inbox, I can use video every day. So I use it to introduce myself to the title team when we put a new property under contract. I use it to introduce myself to the other lender, to the other agent if we haven't met in person before. And I like to do that from right inside my Gmail account. I can also add snippets here. These are templates. So if you guys send the same email out over and over and over again, like instructions on how to deposit earnest money, or maybe you have instructions for how to get ready for a home inspection, or you have something for the seller to know about getting ready for the appraisal. You want to remind people about wire fraud before they head to closing. I mean, there's all of these different like little touches that we have. Some of you have these in a CRM. Some of you are like, yeah, that's a really good idea, but you haven't put it in place yet. BombBomb can help you with that. So right here, This is a great example. Action kindly requested. Please fill out our utility transfer form. This is something we send to a seller. I'll show you what that looks like. And boom, just like that, I have my email to my seller to please click this link and provide me with the, this is a form, by the way, provide me with the utility information that I can pass along to the buyer. I can also do this with special features and updates on the property. Okay, asking a seller to complete that form. So I have something to give the buyer, something to help that listing stand out. So what I find with contract to close is it's really hard to create an automated plan. But what I do need is a stack of templates that I can deploy quick and in a hurry like, and BombBomb lets me do that. I can even include a video here. This one didn't really warrant one, but I can absolutely add a video to this really quickly and easily and save it to the template. And that way, all of those emails that I am frankly tired of typing and retyping, those can be at my fingertips. It also incorporates into my Lofty. So whether you're using Lofty, Follow Up Boss, KV Core to an extent, you can access all of your BombBomb videos right from within inside those CRMs. So really helpful to help you bring personality to your email, help you stand out. If multiple people are responding to the same lead, and let's face it, that happens. I want something to help me stand out. Like I told you a minute ago, I want to be first to the table. I want to set the bar. I don't want to be beat out by someone else just because they were the first ones there and the seller has a soft heart and they're new and they want to give them a chance. You know, I want to set the bar really, really high, and I want to make sure there's a lot of clarity. I want to educate. This is a fantastic way to do it. All right, so we have 8 minutes. I'm going to stop now. I have lots more to talk about, but I'm going to stop now because I want you guys to see something that I've created. So if you're thinking of pulling BombBomb into your world and you're like, you know what, I need to stand out. I don't want to spend a lot of money to do it. I want to make video this year, or I want to repurpose the video that I'm creating for my listings and things. You can do that. And I've made it really easy. So I have an online community. Within that community, you get access to this course, and it leads you step by step by step, like every little tiny baby step along the way for you to go ahead and implement BombBomb. And it shows you all of the other ways you can really maximize your email marketing. You know, a lot of you don't know big changes happened last spring, and it's preventing your emails that you're just slamming into people's inbox. You're just, I've got them on a plan. Well, you've got them on a plan, all right, but most of the time it's ending up in spam or it's ending up in promotions. And there's good reason for that. It's not your fault, but changes were made to how emails are received and filtered and categorized. And anytime you send email from a third-party sender, Constant Contact, MailChimp, your CRM, BombBomb, any of them, it's not actually coming from your email address. It says it's coming from you, and it says your email address. It's actually coming from another email address. So what you need to do is adjust your workflow a little bit. So for example, the reverse prospecting emails that I send out, I also send a text message. Hey, I just hit you in your inbox with some important information. Check it out. If you didn't get it, let me know. Linda, I sent that pre-listing email to her. I sent her a text message. Hey, Linda, just want to let you know, I just sent you an email. Here's the title of it. It might have ended up in spam. And then when that happens, when I'm adding that to my workflow, she's going to go looking for it and pull it out of spam and mark it as safe. Once she does, I'll be in her inbox for life until she unsubscribes. So I teach a lot about how to maximize your email to get the most engagement possible and how to use BombBomb to connect a lot of these tools that you've paid for that you're using to work more effectively and work together so that you can get better engagement. Okay, so I'm going to hush my mouth now and I'm going to see if there are any questions. Carrie, any questions?
Yes, there are a couple questions in the chat. One is from Teresa. She just signed up today with your link. She wants to know about the trainings. Are they 2 days a week? When are the trainings?
Oh, awesome. So yeah, I did see you, Teresa. You like sneaked in, like, right. I was like, what happened? Like, I got a notification. I haven't even gotten you set up yet. Because I was getting ready for the call with Carrie. What you're gonna do is every Thursday, we have the on-demand training. We have a chat space for all of the bomb ass coaching clients. So I'll show you what that looks like. Hold on just a second. We've got this course for you guys. We've got a coaching chat space for you guys. It's all here, like how to do different things, pointing to different assets. And then we have events. So, Teresa, you'll get access to this. You'll be able to come in, save these to your calendar. Every Thursday, I have an Ask Me Anything call that starts at 1 p.m. Eastern time, followed at 2 p.m. by a bomb specific live coaching. So there's 2 hours of live coaching every week for my Bomb team members. So you're welcome to attend that as well. All right, next question. What else you
Perfect.
got, Carrie?
Next question is from Kimborough. She wants to know if she can sign under you without signing for the $5.99.
So is she a Bomb user already?
No,
I
I'm
don't think
not.
so. Kimborough, are you? Okay.
No, but I just wanted to know if there were other options besides the 5.99 or if that's the only option.
Yeah, so I do it annually because it makes my bookkeeping really nice and neat and easy. And chasing people for monthly is like bananas. What you can do is you could do like a free trial with BombBomb, like bombbomb.com,
Mhm.
and see if you like it. If you do, before you actually subscribe with them, you could come back to me and I could get you on board. What I have done with people in the past, if like $5.99 like blows your mind,
Yeah,
is I can break it into two payments. If you need to do that, please message me. Carrie, can you put my email in the chat if you don't mind? And you can message me and I can break it into two payments for you if that makes it any easier. The reason I do it annually is because, very frankly, I make about this much on my coaching on BombBomb. It's almost just a pure pass through for me. So I have to maximize my time on the coaching and I don't want to spend it bill collecting. And I want people who are on and dedicated for the year. So that's why I do it the way I do it. It
sure.
keeps it keeps the team super productive. So if that helps you,
Mm.
by all means.
Well, will you have some of like your listing thing that you just showed us? Do you have those on your stand store individually if we just wanted to do like that? Or if, kind of like Wendy does, she has a few different things that you could buy separately if we
Yeah.
were.
So let me show you a cheat. Here's your cheat. My there's an affiliate link on my stand store for coffee and contracts. And I have to tell you something. If this is your year where you're going to get your shit together and have great printables, I used to buy all my printables on Etsy. I don't know if you guys know that hack yet, but it's amazing. And they were Canva templates. The one thing that I upgraded, and one of my coaching clients showed it to me, and I was like, what is this magical stuff? Coffee and Contracts is incredible. It is a monthly charge, but their printables are incredible. And yes, there is an affiliate link um, on my what you call it, stand store. But what it is if we just go into here just really quickly, they give you everything that you could ever need for your like your social media, for your calendar. There's there's a post for every month. It's done for you. These open up in Canva. Coffee and Contracts does not have a free trial. This is why, because you could come in here and download everything into Canva and cancel your account, and that would be very bad. But they also, in addition to social media, They have incredible resources as far as listing presentation, buyer presentation, you name it. They've got it all in here. So I would love to tell you that my printable was something I came up with that I could sell, but I can't because it belongs to these guys. This is awesome stuff. Super easy to customize. I can't say enough good things about it. And I'm a cheap ass. Can I just tell you that? So if I'm paying for something, it kicks ass. I do not, nothing just gets charged to my card that I don't use. And this one I really vetted before I used it, and it's been incredible. So this is what I have for you. There are some free social media templates that you can download off of my stand store. But if you're looking for my listing guide, unfortunately, I have to give credit to Coffee and Contracts for that.
And so the listing page thing that you have is so beautiful. I'm like, God, I want to do something similar.
Oh, the listing page, that is
Yeah.
mine.
Okay.
So pulling it out and actually including it in there, like that listing one that I showed you, that one is mine. And I can send you a link to it and you can try and rip it off. It's really hard to do without BombBomb.
Yeah.
I got to be honest.
Yeah, I don't mind joining BombBomb, but I just have, you know, when you add street text and all these other things that Wendy has highly recommended to us to keep things moving in our business, it's like,
Yep.
oh my gosh, you got to slim it down.
Yep. You got to
So
figure out what matters and you want
yeah.
things that integrate with other things. The nice thing about my BombBomb team is I share all my templates. So we have over 203 email templates in here already done for you. So that's another perk of working with us. And we try really hard to create things for our clients. So if somebody has something they're working on and, you know, they're not up for the arts and crafts project, like the one I showed you for the botanical garden with the lights festival, that client, she's on our BombBomb team. She's like, hey, I need some help with this. I'm like, if you let me create it for you and share the template, I'll just do it for you. And so that's worked out really well for us. But you get like, there's tons of templates in here for all kinds of, and like we've barely scratched the surface, but we have all those for you if you are on the team.
Okay. Well, something to look forward to at some point.
Yeah, got to lead with revenue. You got to lead with revenue. I'll be the first one to say it.
Yes. One of my favorite templates, Stacy, is that when you ask for a Google review, love
Mm,
that template with the coffee thing, the way I designed mine, so cute. I love
yeah.
that one.
So what she's talking about is we do one where we put a Starbucks code at the bottom of an email to say thank you for leaving us a review. And what's nice about that is it almost never gets redeemed, but people will thank you anyway. It's bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre. I'm like, if someone gave me a code for free Starbucks, like I would brave that snow to get out there and get myself some Starbucks. I'm not gonna lie. And there's a way to set it up so nobody's, you know, ordering $4,000 worth of Starbucks on your card. It's not like that. It's really easy to control. And we've had really good luck with that. That's great for lead follow-up and lead conversion as well, Carrie, not just
Yeah.
when you ask for reviews. So any of these projects that we're talking about, that's what we work on the Build It With Me session. And you can also ask me privately, like I'm here to help. And again, if we build out the template for you and you let us share it with other people, then you get all my one-on-one help for that. Look at this one. I thought this is so cute. Can I show you one more? This is adorable. Someone was looking to send out just a little touch to their sphere. So this was at the beginning of Elf on a Shelf season. And there are all of these ideas for Elf on a Shelf. Like what a cute email is that, right? Search properties, what is your home worth? And then here's the agent branding down below. So lots of cool
Super
stuff.
cute.
Any other questions? I want to make sure we get them all before we have to go.
Yeah, there's a couple asking how much is the coffee and contracts?
Coffee and Contracts just raised their price. I think they're 75 bucks a month. I think they're
Right.
75 bucks a month. Here's me telling you, I just told you I'm a cheap ass. Okay. So here's me telling you what you could not subscribe to something for $75. You couldn't go to Etsy and pay $75 to get templates like theirs. If you are really, really on a budget, but you really want high-end shit, okay? And that's me. I like high-end shit and I'm always on a budget. What you want to do is you can subscribe for 1 month. Remember, I told you like all of those printables, all those marketing guides, buyer guides, seller guide, moving guide, you name it. Those are all available for download right into Canva and they're yours forever. Try it out for a month. Everybody's got 75 bucks. Try it out for a
Right.
month and you can always cancel it. Those templates are still yours. That's my hack. Don't you dare tell anyone I said it.
No, I love it. I love it. Coffee and
Yeah,
contract.
so
Right.
that's a BFF tip.
No, I love it. Does anyone have any other questions?
Welcome. You're so welcome. If you're really looking for a Swiss Army knife tool, like one of the things that gets on my nerves about, all the tools we have available to us in marketing is they're a one-trick pony. They do like this one thing, this one specific thing. The reason I've had this since like the year after BombBomb started, so for God, like 15 years or more now, I used to use it to connect with agents because I was a brand new team leader for a Keller Williams franchise and it was in a market I had never sold real estate. No one knew who the hell I was. So I had to get my face out in front of people. And that's why I started using BombBomb. And it was one of those things where people started saying thank you. And I'm like, no one thanks me for cold calling them. But I would send these videos out and I would get, oh my God, thank you so much. I didn't know that. Or thank you for explaining that to me. Or nobody else told me that. And I'm like, wait, I'm being thanked for lead generation activity. And that kept me hooked. And I just keep finding more and more ways to use it. So if you're looking at your tech stack right now and it's just giant and it's expensive, make sure that everything that you have is something that you've used in the last 30 days and then it works with all the other things you have, right? You're building a solution with your tech stack. So you want to make sure you don't just have one trick pony stuck in there because those are a drain on your budget. Get something that you're going to get a lot of different uses out of.
Absolutely. I definitely agree on that. And I will post the recording. I will put the link if you guys want to join under.
Ooh, she's having bad internet today. Sherry, did you have a question? Or
Yeah,
is it
the $5.99 per year price, is that like an introductory price or is it more after the first
we
year?
lock you in for life. I am
Oh,
going to pay you as my plant today. No, we lock you in for life. I have a contract with them. The price doesn't go up.
Great.
So it's $5.99 forever. It's a BombBomb Plus account. So you get 2,500 contacts in there, unlimited photo storage, video storage, document storage. You can repurpose your YouTube videos. So that is renewable every year at the same cost.
All right. Thank you, dear.
You are so welcome. And if you have BombBomb and you're like, I've been using it, but and I'd really like to do something more with it, we can actually transfer your account over as well. Teresa?
Yes. Okay, so if I understood you right, you said that's $5.99 for life. It's not annual.
No, it's $5.99 for life, meaning it renews at $5.99. It doesn't go up in price each year.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure. I mean, no matter what, it's an amazing deal because I forget the price of BombBomb to begin with, but when you deduct that out in what you're offering and all the back end, that I'm just really excited.
It's the back end that makes the difference. I mean, having someone with you to brainstorm and bring your ideas to life where you're not like hindered by your lack of skill or your lack of arts and crafts or whatever, it's extremely helpful. And you get on these calls with people who are using this and they start like collaborating and you're like, oh my God, you get so many great ideas. So it really is a very cool opportunity. And if I can help you in any way, don't hesitate to let me know.
Oh, I'll let you know. Thank you.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Carrie, you got internet back?
I know. I had like no internet this whole time. I'm like, great. I missed
I'll
all
just
the
take
good
over the
stuff.
whole call. No problem.
I know. Like the whole time my internet shut down. So I'm like, oh shit, I got to reconnect. And that's what I did the entire call. It was
That's all
fun.
right. That's all right. We did okay, guys, didn't we? We did all right. We did
Did
all right.
perfect. It's a
Something-
good day to have a guest speaker.
Yeah, that was great.
Yes, right?
Thank
Because it
you,
would have been
Stacy.
bad if it would have been me. Yes,
See,
but I
everything
will put the
happens for a reason.
right. I will put the recording in the group. I will put the link to sign up. I think, Stacey, there's a box where you put my name or something. So
Please
you know
do
they-
let me know if you came from this call. I want to know. So there's a space for you to put in who referred you. Please put Carrie's name down. So
Thank
she
you.
gets mad props from me for doing that. So I want to know where people are coming from.
Absolutely. We got to track everything.
We do. If you're not tracking everything in your business, can I share with you the importance of tracking? So I'm going to plug someone else right now too. I'm enrolled in film school with my friend Liz Brown because my Instagram skills are horrible. And I'm like, wow, this is my one blind spot. Like I need to get to work on this. And so she is a tracker. And I have ADHD and I'm a high D. Like tracking, that is so not me. And I started tracking my insights, and it is so now I'm addicted because I'm seeing it grow. Because Instagram can feel like just a labor of love. And I'm like,
Right.
does anyone see this stuff? Does anyone know? Is this working? Is anyone out there? And it's fun to watch the audience grow, to watch the engagement grow. So all of the things that you're doing, make sure you measure them because it keeps you fueled up, because sometimes that ROI is hard to measure. So those things can be really great.
Yeah, no, I track everything. I'm a very high D as well, but I have to track everything.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it. All right, if we have no more questions, I will see you guys next Thursday. I am going to show you how to build your LinkedIn because we use all of our other social medias just as a dump. You post.
So join her next Thursday.
I'll be on that call. We should all be using LinkedIn more. And you do need a different voice for LinkedIn. I'm sure she was going to say that. And your brand voice needs to be slightly different when you function on LinkedIn. And she'll do a great job with that next week. How was that? Did I do good? I
That
did my
was
best.
perfect.
I
That
did
was
my best
perfect.
Carrie impression.
I think we were good co-hosts.
Carrie and I go way back. Like I love her. She's also, my Midwest buddy because, she's up in Michigan and I'm down here and we commiserate over weather.
There you go.
All right, you guys.
All right, you guys see you next
wonderful day.
week. Have a
Take
good
care.
weekend.
See you guys.